Prime Day is over, but your sales momentum doesn't have to be. In fact, the week after Prime Day is one of the most underrated opportunities to scoop up abandoned carts, convert window shoppers, and boost your Amazon sales. I'm going to break down exactly what you should be doing this week to capitalize on everyone while everyone else is sleeping. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to come over to the brand tailored promotions, and new customer acquisition is going to be the first thing that we're going to look at. You can pick and choose whichever products you want. You can do all of the products right here. You can exclude specific products if you'd like. And then once you get down here, you can see all the different options that you have right here. Brand, cart abandoners, high potential new customers, high intent customers. One of the biggest ones that I would suggest with Prime Day just ending is those that have added to your cart. Create this as a singular campaign, and you're going to go through all the steps that you can do. It's a minimum of 10% discount. The larger the discount, the better it is. What we find is anything 30% or under is going to be a good discount for your customers. Over 30% usually builds in bad customers. Now, if you're trying to go through stock, go higher. If you're trying to just get someone to add it back to their cart, maybe just a little push, 10% can work. The next one that we're going to go through is going to be high potential new customers. So when we go here, you're going to see that there's customers who have viewed any of your product's brand storefront or reviews with a high propensity to purchase but did not purchase from your brand in the last year. And finally, on the same page, we're going to look at the high intent customers who have added your product to their cart, saved for later, or a wish list within 60 days, but have not purchased in the last year. Your best one is going to be this cart abandoners right here. The next options that you have are on the customer retention side. And there's a number of them on this. I would personally just stick with one of the top ones. This is going to be top tier that we're going to go through, and repeat customers are ones that I really like going through. It's going to be a large audience that you can go through. It's going to be much more likely that people are going to purchase on this, and you're going to see some really good results from this. The other ones that you can do are on here. However, I wouldn't go through this. On re-engagement, this is not something that I'm overly excited about. However, you can look at the declining promising, which is customers from your brand's promise audience who are predicting to spend less with your brand in the next year. That just doesn't sound overly enticing. Now, this may be something where you launch one of your new products to them or one of your best products that they may not have tried, anything like that. You can also look at risk or declining top tier. Be very, very careful with this one. Do not send a product that has a 3.5 star review or is not great, because it'll be the way that they never come back. Now, after the re-engagement, which I personally wouldn't run a whole lot of these, the second best one after your new customer acquisition is going to be the cross-sell. And on cross-selling, this is really cool. You can add in a specific product that you want to add, and then you get to choose which ones that you want to remarket to on these. And what it's going to be, this is the market that you're going after, it is customers who have purchased products complementary to selected products in the last 30 days but did not purchase the selected products. And so you can go in here and you can do the exact same thing as many of these other ones. We're going to give a 10 to a 50% discount if they've bought and are looking to buy something else. This could be they buy product A and you want them to buy product C. Then you go through and you do this. I would set these deals up for the next 2 weeks. People are getting off of it. Some people are irritated that they didn't get the deals that they may have had and they wanted to still purchase, but they may be right on the fence. These people are your closest to checking out. This is where they've added to your cart. You're right there. You send them a text on your Shopify website. You send them an email. You put them all through this funnel. This is the equivalent for that for a Shopify site. The next thing that you're going to do is you're going to analyze your Prime Week ASIN data. Okay, so if you have high traffic and low conversion rate, you likely have a listing problem. If you have high add to cart, no purchases, trust or a price issue. Fix through your hero images, bullets, A+ content, frequently asked questions. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to use your Prime Day data. Okay, so go pull a search term report, look at what converted and what didn't. And what you're going to do is if there's anything that's massively wrong, you may go through and negate. Now be very, very careful with negating, okay? So if you've been in the Amazon world, understand it very well, negate the losers. For those that have not been or not super, super advanced in this, go through and you may just want to pull down those bids, potentially pause them. If they're worse than both of those and you're seeing really, really bad results, then you're going to negate the losers. Then double down on the winners. So what we want to do is we want to go through, pull a search term report, and we're going to harvest this, okay? Are we sponsor products for exact broad phrase? Are we targeting those specifically? Do we need to do single keyword campaigns? And make sure that your backend search terms are cleaned up and aligned. with the terms that you're seeing convert well. While this one is super simple, we're going to go in and we're going to monitor the return rates. We're going to look at the reviews, see what's coming in, what do we need to adjust on our current products. Don't sleep on the back end. Watch your return rates and the product reviews. If you get slammed with negative feedback, you need to know why. Respond fast to any of these messages, and if you collected any emails off of Amazon, now is the time to follow up while they still remember you, okay? The final thing that you have to do is go in and adjust your bids and your budgets appropriately. Look at the week of Prime Day, see what the cost per clicks were, see what the budgets were, see where you're at there. Now, the day after Prime Day, this last Saturday, we want to look at it and see, hey, what can we adjust back? Now, when you're looking at this data, make sure you take the 30 days before Prime Day. So, 30 days before the first day of Prime Day, you want to look at what was your cost per clicks, what was your budgets, and adjust based on those. Do not be looking at last 30 days, including Prime Day, because now you've got a lot of deceptive data. So what we want to do is we want to take the data from before that, and we're going to go and we're going to adjust it again. And then what we're going to do is we're going to push a bit harder on those that worked really, really well during Prime Day. Hopefully you found a number of new terms. Hopefully you're able to see really good results from the Prime Day specifically. But there's a lot of companies that they just stop right after Prime Day, take a break, relax. What you need to do, this is your time to win against the majority of the other people. Most people are not doing this. So to put this in summary, one of the biggest things that I would do on this right now is I would go in and we would look at retargeting high intent shoppers, okay? And when we go through this, we want to go through new customer acquisition. We want to find any of the products that we have. Brand cart abandoners is one of your best ones. The next two are these two, which is high potential new customers and high intent customers. And the final thing that I would do from a selling standpoint is do cross-selling of certain products to other ones. Make sure that they're similar and they're, something that someone would actually want. If you have a weighted vest, sell the extra weights to go in them. If you have, food product, go ahead and sell your other food product to them, because if they like one, they'll likely like others. And then go through and make sure that your bids, budgets, everything are adjusted. I have seen a lot of companies where their ACOS and TACO starts rising up substantially the day after Prime Day. Do this, subscribe, save the video, like the video, any of that stuff helps me, and I want to just continue to help you guys.